Hey guys, this is Digital Logic from Clan CBC, and I'm here to bring you a commentary on the new multiplayer video brought in by Trey for Black Ops 2. Alright, let's go ahead and start. Alright, straight off the bat, looks like they're introducing a really nice sort of environment, lot of diversity. And I don't know whether it's just set up for the trailer, but the graphics look quite crisp and nice. And here, I hope they're introducing the dolly camera again into theatre, because that thing was so helpful. Alright, pause it straight up here. Alright, looks like they've got a nicer sort of map there for multiplayer, a bit more detailed. Also there for the trailer, not in-game. They've got the class layout for a guy called I Am Electro, so he's probably maybe a famous gamer or something along those lines. See, he's got his primary weapon. I'm not quite sure what's underneath that. That might be the weapon perks, actually. Maybe you could put 3 weapon perks on it. Or maybe the attachments. Don't know. Below that you got a pistol, but it also looks like a taser, but from the trailers, the earlier ones, you know that's a pistol. Then below that you got a throwing knife. Now, next to that you've got 3 perks. The first one looks like it's health related because you've got a heartbeat. So maybe mid-game you might be able to boost your health or get an instant health regeneration. Maybe a one-off, but I doubt that because that would be a bit OP. Beneath that, I'm not quite sure what that is. It's just a soldier. And below that, looks like it's something to do with motion, maybe proximity, so if an enemy's near you, you know where they are or something along those lines. Then, here we go, see how you've got one empty box and one box that's not empty? I think maybe he's used his Semtex and he only has this throwing knife-like weapon, but it lets out sort of like an EMP charge. So you'll see that in a few seconds. Alright, that's the throwing knife, and when it hits the ground, it'll let off an EMP charge. That is pretty awesome. So it looks like you've got 2 secondary grenades, so that should be pretty good. Nice burst fire weapon, looks really nice. But if you look down the right hand bottom corner, you can see you have select fire, so it looks like you'll be able to change what sort of fire rate. It might be a bit OP if weapons that are burst fire only can become automatic, because their damage is pretty high automatically. Now if you look down at the kill streaks, looks like he's got an airstrike, and he's got one of those attack drones that you can control, and then he's got a chopper, so it's going to be very interesting how gameplay works with those drones running around in the air. And that revenge kill sort of sign there, that looks pretty awesome. Now here, this is pretty cool. What I think this sort of red dot or ACOG is, pretty much whatever you look through in the sight sort of sends out a motion sensor burst, so you'll be able to see through objects, like limited of course, but see where enemies are, and you'll see that in a few seconds. See, right there, you saw that moment where you could see him and he wasn't even past the cargo container. Also, this weapon looks like it might be POW, so that's like a submachine gun, so it's got a high magazine, so it looks really nice. And then watch this, they brought dive back in. So happy. It is such a good attribute to the game. Not to mention it was just fun to have a whole team just dive bombing the rest. Oh, so good. See, that's what I meant. It sort of sends out a burst, so it would be excellent for if someone throws down a smoke in S&D and you just watch the bomb. Really, really good sort of like attribute to the game. And that way the ammo loads into that gun, awesome. Really nice. Alright, so what have we got? Runs, funds, and guns. It looks like he doesn't have a third perk. It looks like he's got something like the Bouncing Betty and maybe a grenade of some sort. Now, below the weapon, I still don't know what that is. Maybe it's gun attributes, like, no, that's it. That's what's attached to your gun. See, the first one is the hybrid sight that he's got. The next one, that's a type of bullet. So, they're probably introducing new ammo types. So you've got like armor piercing for when you attack those sort of like robots. You've got like the anti-infantry, so like the hollow point. Ah, that's excellent. Secondary pistol, and it looks like you can put 2 attachments to the pistol. So he's got a silencer, and the next one you don't know because he hasn't attached it. Perks wise, again, they're a mystery to me because those pictures are so detailed they could mean anything. Alright, looks like you can skip that really annoying sort of like animation for when you want to use the second sight. Yeah, that's much better. So you don't have to look at the bullet colors. See how it's an LMG. This looks like you've got a digital counter for how much ammo you've got. The bullets are blue. That's pretty awesome, I have to say. Now this thing looks cool. Now what I think it does is it sends out heat, but it's probably sort of like some sort of sonic wave because that looks much like a satellite dish. Yeah, it must send out, and it must disorientate the enemy so they can't see properly, which is why I can easily pick them off. And it looks like it's going to be called the Guardian, so Guardian Suppressor or something like that. That's interesting. Ah, no, we missed that. Alright, looks like, whoa, this is interesting. Alright, weapon, obviously, looks like it has like a red dot and a grip. Excellent, can't quite see what the secondary is. Now, those 3 rectangles down the bottom, I'm not quite sure what they're used for. That's really interesting. But what's even more interesting is it looks like this guy has 6 perks instead of 3. So maybe now there's an attribute where if you like use a low-powered weapon, you can have more perks or something along those lines. Or maybe instead of a kill streak, it's a death streak. But either way, he's got the kill streaks down the bottom, so that's very interesting. Alright, now there's the drone thing that I was talking to you about. I just love the aesthetic looks of everything in this game. It looks so nice. The sort of HUD for everything just looks really, really nice and crisp. See, this is what I'm talking about. Treyarch always steps up the next level for every game. And I have to say, their series, in every instant, has been MW3. I'm going to get a lot of rage for that, but it looks really nice. Now, you saw then that the drone jumped off to the side and blew up. Hopefully, that might be able to kill someone, so you could get some awesome kill feeds where you take down the drone and then the drone takes down an enemy. Now that's awesome. Much like Gears of War, you can chuck down the shield, so you can now pull out your primary and start shooting people. Now this red dot or whatever it is looks freaking awesome. I don't know what it is. Alright, that looks like an AK variant, but I don't know. It's future, so could be anything. Now that looks like the care package sort of thing, but instead it's going to drop down a drone. Now, see, this is what I mean. This could be incredibly OP in a game, but hopefully it's like a really high kill streak, and it's easy to take down. That would be good. Now you see down the bottom of where he just got that hit marker. It looks like they're bringing in the flak jacket, but it's probably sort of like nano armor or something weird. Ah, keep missing the bloody layout. Alright, I got this. Alright. Only use me blade. Ah, excellent. Alright, so they are using famous YouTube. That's awesome. Now, again, I don't know what the 3 bottom pictures are. That looks like certain characters. He's got a magnum, and it still looks like he's got 6 perks. So maybe if you use only a secondary, you get another lot of perks. Ironic that it's only used my blade, but we actually see him shooting in this trailer. Now that looks like the ballistic knife's back in. Tomahawks look freaking awesome. Awesome sniper. Maybe they take out quick scoping. That would be good, because I don't know, with Black Ops it sort of took a bit more skill to quick scope, and therefore the kill feeds were like more interesting. But you can see here that's the sniper on his back. It's got a freaking huge muzzle, huge muzzle. And again, the environments look really nice and rich. Now, this is awesome. Like what they did in World at War, they've now introduced bolt action rifles where you can take the scopes off. So that's going to be pretty cool. Now, not quite sure what this is. Customized. Nah. Got no idea. Alright, up the top you can see it's Shotgun Sark. So it looks like they got one of the machinima directors in on this. That's awesome. So he's got an automatic shotgun. Again, I don't know how they're working out the perks, because you can see there's 3 squares that are blank, and then 3 squares that aren't. Don't know what that equipment was. That was pretty cool. And I'm not sure quite what attributes the gun has either. Ah, I see what it is. You can put a laser on your gun. Watch this. There you go, there's a laser. So it must increase accuracy or something like that. That's a nice add-on. C4's back. Now these things, crazy. I just don't understand what they are. Wow, they must be sort of like the new attack dogs, except they fly. So, I guess running around, you're screwed. Get indoors. Now this is what I mean by they were taking in sort of like famous YouTubers to play the beta. So you'll hear sort of like the commentary. So I won't say anything and I'll let them finish it off. Alright, now, from watching that, what I think I understand is he's throwing shock charges, so I think it may sort of temporarily disable the player so he can't see, move, shoot for maybe 2 seconds, and then he'll be able to slowly move, much like a stun. But I think that's actually the end of the clip now, guys. So hope you enjoyed the running commentary. Again, all of this was sort of done live, and hopefully there'll be much more in the future. No worries. See you later. This is Digital Logic. See you on the flip side.